Welcome to BeOnAir.com. I'm Mark Munoz. Happy to be here.
Mark Munoz, an American mixed martial artist currently fighting in the middleweight division of the UFC. Munoz is known for his wrestling ability and his relentless ground and pound. As of December 2012, Munoz is ranked the number 5 middleweight fighter in the world. Sportstown, Chicago, and Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
Mango guayaba, Zion energy drink.
What do you think?
It's energy. Cheers.
I'm Giovanni Amador with sportstownchicago.com. I'm here with Mark Munoz, UFC fighter. Mark, I have a few questions for you.
I got a few answers for you.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. In an interview you did a few years back, you were quoted saying, quote, in your words, "I think every time the fans see me in the cage, they always see improvement and they always see an exciting fight."
Yeah.
My question to you is, over the years as a fighter, what improvements have you personally seen within yourself that have helped you approach your journey as a fighter, in a different way?
I'm approach that question in two ways. Physically, I've improved by leaps and bounds in my conditioning, as well as my, I would say, my learning curve in the martial arts. So I've learned a tremendous amount in striking, which is boxing and Muay Thai. I'm still learning, and I'm still adding to my game. There's years and years of experience that you need in order to master those two arts. Also, there's jiu-jitsu, which I've learned a tremendous amount as well. So as far as the physical part, I've learned a tremendous amount in all three of those disciplines. Secondly, I would say just in life in general, because I think, I believe that fighting the way I fight inside the cage is actually equivalent to life, basically, because no matter what adversity or what trial that you're going through or struggle, you can actually find a way out, and you can actually find a way to fight through it, because a lot of times people are confronted by adversity that they can't seem to fight, and they give up, And if you give up in mixed martial arts, you lose. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I equate it to fighting because I never want to give up. In life, in general, and in fighting, I don't ever give up. So I just, for me, it's actually an analogy upon life for me.
How much of a motivation is your fan base as far as how you approach not only training, your approach waking up in the morning, knowing that you don't only do this for a living, you do this for your fans, basically, because in the long run, you might step into a ring, but the fans are there to watch you perform.
Yeah. So, mixed martial arts is a sport where you gotta have the strength of a weightlifter. You gotta have the balance of a ballerina. You gotta have the quickness of a track star. You gotta have the mind of a chess player. There's so many aspects in mixed martial arts where you have to be at your A game. But at the same time, this is entertainment. People watch fighting because they love to cheer on fighters. So I know that I have a big fan base in the Asian community. As far as the Filipinos, maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. That means thank you for your support in Tagalog. I have a huge fan base in the Philippines, and I know through their trials and struggles that they actually look to me as a role model and inspiration, and if I can give a little bit of hope to people over there, or even in the United States or elsewhere, it's all for me. So I wake up being blessed that I can actually do something that I love, but at the same time encourage and motivate other people to strive to do their best.
On Twitter, you posted that it's amazing what a person can do when they believe in themselves. Equally amazing it is what happens when a person doesn't.
Yeah.
What message what message does that bring to not only the people that follow you on Twitter, but to the way you live your life?
Yeah. Just by that statement alone, it's amazing what you can do if you believe in yourself, but also conversely, it's actually amazing what you can't do if you don't believe in yourself. So when you believe in yourself, you can do a lot of things. You could go against the grain, and I mean, just look at the individuals that believed into something. They stood up for what they believed in, and they accomplished a lot of things. I mean, you go from the beginning of this country, you go from Carnegie to Henry Ford, to like all these guys that people told them that they wouldn't be able to do anything, right? But they proved them wrong and they did something, you know. To conversely not believing in yourself, when you don't have that belief, when you don't have that hope, you don't do anything. You don't have any direction. You have no goals, and so you basically kind of, in essence, lose your life a little bit. You know, you lose some meaning. So, you know, to be able to believe in somebody and say, hey, I believe you can do that, or I know that you can do that. It actually puts air in their sails, you know, puts wind in their sails. It puts a lot of hope in them. And if everybody can do that for somebody, man, this world would be a better place, right?
Definitely.
So I said that because, you know, I wanted to encourage somebody to know that there's two sides to the coin. You know, belief is and faith and all of that is very important. But on the flip side is not having hope, not having belief, and that's even more important. So I want people to believe in themselves. I want people to have faith in themselves and put their faith in something that they believe in.
See yourself training for an event or training for a fight, or whether it's in a period when you don't have a scheduled fight, and you see yourself training and you hit a plateau. You hit a plateau when not to say that you get discouraged or you lose focus a little bit. How do the people you train with and the people that are around you, how do you gaze upon their life, pretty much being the outside person looking in, and find motivation to, you know, conquer that plateau or move on to your next?
Yeah, I think a lot of people encounter such plateaus because there's only so much that you can do in a given day, and in mixed martial arts, you got to be able to learn so many disciplines that takes years for people to actually get a black belt from or to be an expert at it. And so for me, in the sport of mixed martial arts, it does get discouraging at times when you're trying to learn how to strike and you're trying to learn a certain combination. You keep getting tagged because you're trying to do that combination, but you can't get down on yourself because of that, because it's all about learning. So at the same time, failure is huge. You got to allow yourself to fail, because if you don't allow yourself to fail, you'll never get better. Failure, you got to embrace failure in anything, in business, in life, in everything. Failure is just it's a lesson learned, and you can't be afraid of failure. I tell everybody in my gym, I say, you know what, guys, you try things in here. Because the more you try in here, the more you fail in here, the more you'll be successful out there. No matter what it is. Mixed martial arts, you know, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being an architect, being a mechanic, anything you do, you got to be able to go out there and put your best foot forward and try your best. But at the same time, if you fail, so what? Do better next time. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I encourage people, like, if you hit a plateau, just keep trying. Keep trying, because there's going to be a plateau where there's going to be a time where you're going to be stagnant, but if you keep trying, you're going to blow that out of the water.
What does Mark Munoz, outside of fighting, once your career is over, that you can look back and say, besides fighting and my accomplishments through that avenue, what can I look back and say, this is up there, right along with it?
I'd say giving hope and belief and faith in the people that actually believe in me. I think I'm a regular Joe Schmo on the street, but with hard work, dedication, desire, commitment, direction, diligence, all those attributes, you can accomplish much. I think with me personally, if I didn't have my work ethic, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be standing in front of you saying that because of my accomplishments in mixed martial arts, I'm able to encourage anybody. I can't do that if I didn't have those attributes. So I'm saying that anybody can accomplish anything that they want if they apply those attributes, and I want to be somebody that actually promotes that you can do anything that you want if you set your mind to it. So, you know, there's a verse in the Bible like I love, and it's Philippians 4:13. It says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And that's, you know, I'm a man of faith and love that verse, and you know, I live by it, and you know, I truly believe that everybody else can accomplish anything that they want to do.
I'm Giovanni Amador for sportstownchicago.com. This has been Mark Munoz. Thank you for watching.
BeOnAir.com.